In this episode of the BBK video installation series, I'll be walking you through the installation of a 1738 cold air induction system for late model 5.7 and 6.1 liter Hemi cars. This includes the Charger, Magnum, 300, and the incredible new Challenger. The first step is to install the rubber isolator strip onto the filter shield. To do this, you'll need to place the bottom of the shield onto a firm work surface. Start with one end and push the channeling of the strip onto the edge of the shield by hand as you go. Work up to the 90-degree bend where you'll need to fold the strip to negotiate the turn. Be sure to spread the channeling a little bit there to get a correct fit. When you get to the end of the shield, there should be a little bit of excess. Go ahead and cut that off. To get the strip locked onto the shield completely and uniformly, use a rubber mallet to lightly drive it down. Next, install the locating stud onto the shield using the supplied screw. The stud needs to be on the outside of the shield. Now install the rubber grommet for the IAT sensor into the tube. Slide the hose coupler and the clamps over the throttle body end of the inlet tube. Place the mouth of the filter through the big hole in the shield. Be sure to line up the small hole in the shield with the small hole in the filter. Then place the hose clamp over the mouth of the filter outside of the shield and insert the inlet tube firmly into the filter. Let's move on to the engine compartment of the car and begin removing the factory air box. Start by unplugging the electrical connector from the throttle body and then pull the inlet air temperature sensor out of the inlet hose. There is no need to unplug the IAT sensor from its electrical connection. Loosen the 8mm head on the hose clamp at the throttle body and remove the 10mm bolt at the core support. Disconnect the PCV hose from the side of the factory air box and simply lift the complete assembly out of the car. The only part that will need to be transferred from the factory air box is the rubber locating grommet. Now we can install the BBK cold air kit. Guide the locating stud and grommet into the locating hole in the fender apron. Use the factory bolt to secure the shield to the core support, but don't tighten it yet. Guide the hose coupler over the mouth of the throttle body and tighten the 8mm heads on the hose clamps. The PCV nipple on some vehicles like this Challenger will need to be rotated to make the stock PCV hose reach the BBK filter. To do so, remove the hose, insert a screwdriver into the nipple, and twist it until the nipple points directly at the filter. Reinstall the end of the hose over the nipple and insert the other end into the hole in the filter. It's a push fit, so you may need to work a little to get it going. To wrap things up, reconnect the electrical connector at the throttle body. Work the tip of the IAT sensor into the grommet and tighten the mounting bolt on the core support. Don't over tighten that bolt because the core support is made of carbon and it will strip easily.